Let's go. Yay. Yay. Let's go. Yay. Yay. My name shots like a bitch with a bang roll. Oh shit, got these niggas on payroll. On the beat, I'm too hot, it's that fuego. Know that I'm finna take off, but this ain't no Quavo. Bitches bro, we all pesos. Know that I'm stacking this shit up here just like some Legos. Tell me why the fuck they hate for? Why? Hey man, cut that bitch. Yay. Messy bitches be mixing the mix. 20 grand just from dissing the bitch. Got a hoe on her feelings. Why she so mad? I ain't even mentioned. Let's go. These bitches really be gay. She give me a view every time cause she stalking my page. Really be having my way. And bitch, I killed you already. Why beat up your bitch? Got caught hating. Now she swear that she proud of me. Stalk a bitch out with some flip. She run up in person. I'll make sure her lips. She wanna go viral so bad that bitch on the sick of these rap bitches. One mad about a nigga, one mad about some clout, and one mad about a style. Tell these bitches check my file. I'm like that in real life. Crack a bitch with a smell. My name shots like a bitch with a bang roll. All shit got these niggas on payroll. On the beat, I'm too hot, it's that fuego. Know that I'm finna take off, but this ain't no Quavo. Bitches bro, we all pesos. Know that I'm stacking this shit up here just like some Legos. Tell me why the fuck they hate for? Why? Man, cut that bitch. Niggas talk shit in the comments, it really ain't stopping. Nah, some homework the way that they copy. Claim your nigga until then he topping. Name a bitch in Carolina that's topping. No cap though, like they hate shot from the train so bad, like so bad. Hey, I know why they don't like her though. Why? Cause when she walking around, they like, who that? Hey, real, did you do that? Hey, real, did you do that? If I take your booty, you know that you can't get your boo back. I'm on these bitches' head like a do-rag. No cap though, I don't even know why they be trying to mess with me though. Like, don't be mad at me, nigga. I ain't doing nothing to you. I'm just Jay, Bobby, chillin', Jay, stack them beds to the ceiling. I been doing this shit, like, I don't even know why bitches act like they forgot for real life. Bitch, I been doing this since a G was a G. You hear me? The fuck? Let's go. Tell a bitch get her rocks off. I ain't with the rap beef, really get a bitch knocked off. Really beat a bitch socks off. Bitch been hating on me since this shit really popped off. Put my ops in the room and I walk in there all by myself for some crickets like Jimmy. These little girl listen to shop in the tray and they know that I'm hot, but they swear I'm their enemy. I'ma go break on the beat, I ain't do it on purpose. I swear it was just accidentally. Really no fear in me. I really slapped me a bitch, but I guess they ain't hearing me. Bitches fearing me. Bitches be riding my dick, how they steering me. Bitches be pussy, but really no queer me. Really be laughing at bitches like. Really be laughing at bitches like, ha ha ha, bitches will tear me.
Learn about crypto and get paid as you learn with Coinbase Earn. We've paid out over $100 million in crypto rewards since Coinbase Earn and using them. My name is Clarice and I focus on all things narcissism. If you are new here, please make sure you subscribe. And to all my subscribers, please like my videos. Every little helps. So let's get into it. So today I want to speak about flying monkeys. And I know I haven't done a video on them before, but it's because I find them highly annoying. They are like tagalongs who don't have a mind of their own. But due to recent events, I am going to share my thoughts. When it comes to exacting revenge on a threat, covert narcissists do not act alone. They tend to have flying monkeys working on their behalf. Flying monkeys are those people that the narcissists use to carry out their dirty work. They are used by the narcissist to manipulate or abuse their targets. There are two categories of flying monkeys, I think. The first set are those who are just as evil and narcissistic as the narc who is using them. And the second set are individuals who are susceptible or just easily manipulated, who don't even realize that the narcissist is actually deceiving and using them. But either way, no matter which category of flying monkey someone falls into, I wouldn't think highly of them. Because the narcissist uses gossip and lies to evoke a reaction from these minions to get them to attack. And there is always two sides to a story. So if someone just chooses to listen to the narcissist and not be fair in their judgment, I can't look at that person the same. I start distancing myself. That person is not a friend, but a foe. When the narcissist recruits a flying monkey, that person would have already proven themselves to the narcissist as being a fit candidate for the role. And that's why I don't play nice with them either. I see them as an extension of the narcissist, meaning they are highly toxic and should be avoided at all cost. But let's get to the chase as to why the covert narcissist needs the flying monkeys. If you have listened to a few of my videos, you know that I believe narcissists operate from a place of fear. So that is the number one reason why they need flying monkeys, because they are cowards, spineless, evil bastards who hide in the shadows while their minions do the legwork. And because they are afraid of confrontation or being held responsible, they pretend to be oblivious to what's going on. Secondly, the more people they can turn against you, the better.
The better.
Remember, the narcissist wants everyone to abandon you. They want you to be sad, lonely, and depressed. But also, the more people that they manipulate into their corner somehow validates their story as them being the victim and the true victim, the perpetrator. But to sum it all up, narcissists and their flying monkeys are just as pathetic. So that's all I have to say on flying monkeys. But if you know another reason why the narcissist needs flying monkeys, which I haven't covered in this video, please let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos.
We gotta tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so
Rule number 3, you can't get rich slow. When I owned 100 houses,
questions and do all the things that I do here on my channel for you. So let's talk about why a narcissist is always watching you, what it is that they're doing when they're staring at you. I found this to be really, really bizarre. So, I mean, of course, I've dealt with tons of narcissists in my law practice, either as clients or as opposing counsel. But one of the things that I noticed with the two narcissists that I had to deal with in my life is that they were always watching me. They were staring at me, either in person, because one of the narcissists that I had to deal with was a family member. And, so I noticed that this person was always kind of watching me and sort of staring at me. And, or the other person who was in my life, unfortunately, as a narcissist, they were always watching what I was doing, either online or social media or whatever it was. And I just found it really, really bizarre. And I used to talk about it with my husband all the time, who, of course, my husband didn't know narcissists or understand narcissism or had never studied it. So, he was like, oh, they probably just like you, maybe they admire you or something like that. I mean, but I just remember thinking it was really kind of creepy. Like, why are these people watching me? Because it wasn't normal, like, oh, I happen to notice what this person is wearing or something. It was like watching me. And as I started to study narcissism and really learn about the personality, because I was trying to learn so that I could be a better lawyer and learn how to negotiate better and become more of a master in dealing with narcissists in the negotiating realm, I was also learning about narcissists in general. And one of the reasons that I found that they're constantly watching you and they're constantly staring at you is because they are trying to take you in. They need that endless amount of supply. So they're studying you, they're watching you to see what it is that you're doing because they want to emulate you. They want to be you. They want to be like you. You become a narcissist target because you have so much value. And that's like the really crazy thing, because they start devaluing you right away after the love bomb phase. And if you want to know more about narcissistic devaluing, check out my video on narcissistic devaluing. But especially covert narcissists, they really are kind of studying you, but in a covert way. And I have a couple of videos on covert narcissists, which is covert narcissists in relationships and the covert passive aggressive narcissists. And the two narcissists that I had to deal with were both covert narcissists, and the covert narcissists are the ones that are going to be more likely to be kind of staring at you and watching you and studying you, because they want to take you in. They want to actually I felt like the one narcissist in my life was almost trying to step into my shoes and push me aside or disappear me. And it was the strangest thing. It wasn't just admiration. It was this odd sort of pod thing. Like, I'm going to take over everything that you've done and take credit for it. And I'm attaching myself to you but I'm doing this because I want to just sort of become you. And rather than trying to do these things all on their own, because narcissists don't feel like they have the ability to become things on their own. They don't have any sense of self. They have no sense of self-worth. So what they do is they attach themselves to people who have the qualities that they want. That's the type of narcissistic supply. So they're watching you because they're kind of obsessed with you in a lot of ways. So that's one of the reasons that they are always watching you. Another reason that they're always watching you is to actually attract you, because they want you to be part of their world. They want you to like them, at least initially. They want you to be under their web of control. They need you to become that narcissistic supply for them. Another reason that they're always watching you is because they are hoovering you. So maybe it's you're into the discard phase, or and now you've discarded them, or even if they've discarded you, but they still, even if they're discarding you, want you to continue to be a source of supply for them. They'll keep you. I heard somebody say it's almost like they keep people on shelves that, you know, could potentially be narcissistic supply down the road, and it's almost like they're saving you like in jars or something, and they can pull it back out if they want to, if they need to. So they'll come back and hoover at you again to try to get you to become part of that narcissistic supply again. So that's one of the reasons why they stare or they watch you also. And another reason that they do it is because they want to intimidate you. So sometimes I've seen this actually, like in depositions and things like that, where somebody's trying to divorce a narcissist, and they'll actually stare at that person who's being deposed because they want to intimidate that person, and they want to be like, you know, you better be careful about what you're going to say or what you're about to do, because, you know, I'm watching you, kind of a thing. And it can be kind of, you know, scary or intimidating, especially if you're dealing with a malignant narcissist. And if you've seen a narcissist, you know, watching you and you've experienced it, give me I've experienced this in the comments. Just comment below, I've experienced this, and let me know what your experience has been with them watching you like this. I mean, it's super creepy. It's really weird.
At Aspen Dental, we do anything to make you smile. Get the best deal of the season when you upgrade your dentures with custom crafted options.
Narcissists do end up screwing each other over, which is something I touched on in this video. And as I said before, it would be perfect if they just targeted each other, and that includes the malignant narcissists as well, because they are all twisted and mentally unhinged and would be better off making each other's lives hell. But I guess it's more fun to target the innocent and unsuspecting. The truth is, it's rather the cowardly thing to do, simply because they cannot handle what they dish out. They feel entitled to ruin people's lives and livelihood and get away unscathed. So they believe people with empathy are easy pickings. Narcissists are driven by their need for supply when it comes to baiting and trapping people, and they think any and everyone with empathy should be an easy target, but they do get it wrong sometimes and end up messing with the wrong person. Because although narcissists believe that our empathy is our weakness, they are mistaken. Having empathy does not automatically make you weak in any way. Yes, some people are easier to manipulate, and people with empathy do have a soft spot and genuinely care and want to help others. But there are those who can turn off that empathy switch just as quickly as it was turned on. And that is where the power lies. It lies in being able to
genuine, they do not tolerate crap. Although they may have fallen for the love bombing, as soon as they realize that they are being played or that the narcissist was manipulating or lying to them, all hell breaks loose. They are not afraid to challenge the narcissist or call them out on their shady behaviors. They are not intimidated by the narcissist. They see through their lies and call them out exactly for what they are. These are the type of victims that don't allow their empathetic nature to get in the way. The type of victim who will make the narcissist regret getting involved with them, as they refuse to be manipulated or lied to any longer. And they give the narcissist enough trouble. Regret interfering with them in the first place. Everyone deals with things differently. Some people are happy to just walk away and leave the narcissist to themselves, whereas others want payback. And it's understandable, especially when it seems like justice will not come soon enough and you are angry right now. So they make the narcissist pay by either exposing them to friends, family, or even on the job. Or they get physical with the narcissist or destroy their possessions. Also, if they were cheated out of any finances, they are prepared to take them to the dry cleaners to get back every penny they swindled out of them. And there are also people who take the law into their own hands to get back at these narcissists. And though I don't think it's the best way to handle things, I can understand the desire to make the narcissist pay or make them squirm for the horrors that they have put you through. But also, some of these payback situations are what can drive a narcissist to hit rock bottom, which again is something I have addressed already in more detail in this video. Being exposed and abandoned are just two of the things that can make a narcissist fall to their knees. And it's usually at the hands of those victims that the narcissist thought they could injure and break like everyone else. But sometimes just catching on to the narcissist and securing good evidence of their twisted behavior and making them aware of it is enough to get that narcissist running for the hills, because narcissists are cowards who do not want to own up or
all face the truth of who they really are and what they are about. So when they meet someone who is not willing to be played and let them, the narcissist, get away with it, it scares them shitless. They are sometimes scared to the point where they know they dare not retaliate or even decide to take revenge on that person anytime soon. And of course, they will label that person as the crazy, aggressive one, and that they never did anything to provoke such a response in order to try and cover their behinds. These are the types of victims that they don't ever want to see again and would wish death upon them. But to conclude, being lied to, manipulated, and abused is never nice. And there are some of us who do not mind hitting the narcissist where it hurts. So when we find out that a narcissist has been messing with us, they are in for a rude awakening. And for those of us who are now onto them, it will be very easy to pull the rug right from under their feet when they least expect it, by simply unplugging them so that we are no longer a source of narcissistic supply and leaving them.
Learn about crypto and get paid as you learn with Coinbase Earn. We've paid out over 100.
Narcissists are users and abuse them. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I will be talking about what type of relationship narcissists want. Straight away, I have to say that any relationship with a narcissist will be built on lies and manipulation and are not suitable for anyone looking for genuine, happy, and healthy relationships. But many of us were either born into these toxic relationships or deceived into them. Someone choosing to walk into a narcissistic relationship is very rare. So this video will be more of a confirmation for some, meaning those who had been there, and may serve as a warning for others. Okay, I have already touched on the perfect romantic partner for the narcissist in this video. So today's video is about relationships in general, whether it be friendships, work relationships, parental relationships, all relationships to be exact. Because one thing that is certain is that narcissists want relationships. They crave interaction and engagement. They want to be desired and loved, just like everyone else. And that is why, as long as narcissists exist, there will be someone who gets caught up in their web of lies and deceit, totally smitten by the illusion of a person that doesn't really exist, but then only to be hurt, manipulated, and devalued. Narcissists are an interesting bunch, as on one hand, they would love to be surrounded by people, so they create an image and persona in order to attract people to them. But then their treatment of others eventually drive people away or have people avoiding them. Because the real reason narcissists want relationships are for a lot more darker reasons than what I previously mentioned. Apart from being loved or desired, what narcissists want more than anything is control. Narcissists are users and abusers. Narcissists see friends as potential flying monkeys and partners as emotional punching bags. They only care about taking what they can from you and leaving you with nothing. Therefore, narcissists have high expectations of the people in their lives, and they also feel entitled to a lot more from the people around them than they realistically should. So people having boundaries annoys them, and they always seek to break down those boundaries. Narcissists are all about subjugation. They despise the individuality, independence, and confidence that other people have. And that brings us into the type of relationship narcissists want. Basically, the ideal relationship for a narcissist is where they have dominion or control over the other person. A relationship where the narcissist can have their way and have someone who is willing to endure the lies, infidelities, maltreatments, humiliation, manipulation, disrespect, and more. Narcissists want relationships where the person has no boundaries or emotional demands, because narcissists want the type of relationship where the only person who has rules is them, and the other person just needs to obey and fulfill their every desire and whim. Narcissists want the type of relationship where the person does not speak unless they are spoken to. Someone who compliments and agrees with the narcissist on everything and only challenges upon the narcissist's request. Also, narcissists want the type of relationship where they decide who you spend time with, if anyone, and when.
He must be a simple-minded man. He must be
in all decisions
simple-minded.
of your
He
life.
likes to be
They want you to
controlled and take
respect
orders.
and
I don't
honor
know.
them, but also
He likes to get his
consider them
dick
in
sucked.
everything you do. Basically, narcissists want relationships where it is all about them. and
Mr.
what
likes
they
to get his
want.
dick sucked.
A relationship that revolves around them. But more importantly, relationships where the narcissist does not have to put in any work, but reap all the benefits of companionship and loyalty. Relationships can make or break someone.
Oh, it's a
But when
it's
it
a
comes
living
to having
arrangement. Okay, hold
relationships
on.
with
I know it's a living arrangement because I remember when Mr. reached down and kissed you and you looked all stupid and ignorant and surprised and hated it and said, you guys don't get down like that. You guys are not in that kind of relationship. You don't want him. You didn't want Mr. You don't like Mr. It was a living arrangement. That's what you said. I don't know. But now he likes these curves. He likes my pussy titties. He likes my pussy. Mr. likes my rolls. Mr. likes my balls. Mr. likes the pus that comes from off and under my arms. Mr. lays up under my arm and he sucks the pus from the bumps that's up under my nasty armpits. Mr. obeys me. Mr. is my dog. His name is Mr. Dog. He's a dumb one. Mr. Dog. That's his name. Mr. Dog. He's a pet. I see now.
having relationships with narcissists, you can expect only the latter, as relationships with narcissists tend to end badly. The only way for a relationship to work
because
with a narcissist.
I remember when you and Big Red's relationship ended, when he went off with his BBW, his big white girlfriend, his big white baby mama, his big white lady that sucks his dick, his big white lady that he put his sperm into, his big white lady that he put his sperm into and had his babies. His big white woman had his babies. Big Red wanted mixed babies from his big BDDW white white woman. Now, when Big Red decided to get that damn money and get the fuck away from you, he took off fucking running to his big WWW white woman. And when he got over there, you went running with your phone in hand because you had to make a video. You couldn't go without putting this on video. You ran over there to that big B dude. I can't even say it all. You ran over there to that big white woman, the big white woman. You remember the big white woman that Big Red went and impregnated? That one. You ran all the way. You better hurry up and get it because you know I'm going to delete it. when I get done. That's how I get down now. I delete it. And then I want to see you talk about it. Because that means you're over here recording. You recording. You ran over there to that big white woman's house and kicked the door in. You actually kicked the door in. Big Red! Big Red! Come back! Come back, Big Red! Come back! I was cracking up motherfucking laughing. You put all your business out here on YouTube. I'm going to have to call Cruz up and tell her about this so she can have something else to talk about. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Cruz and tell her about when you went and kicked down that white woman's door. That white woman that Big Red put his sperm in.
The only way for a relationship to work with a narcissist is if you choose to be a doormat and put up with their crap. You can be sure that whatever relationship you have with a narcissist, it will not be healthy or reciprocative. You will more times than not end up being the one to compromise, submit, and be bled dry of your time, energy, and resources. Because the type of relationship that narcissists want are the ones that permit them to have unlimited control.
Unlimited control.
Have a dilemma because we are no longer ignorant about their existence or their operations, and it will be more difficult for them to manipulate and deceive for any long periods of time. And the control they desire, we will not allow. As always, thank you for listening. Please share your thoughts in the comment section and stay vigilant, everyone. God bless.
I'm Sam. I do not have high LDL bad cholesterol. I'm Steve, and I...
But hi everyone, and welcome to my channel where I focus on exposing the narcissist. My name is Clarice, and if you're familiar with my channel, you know I usually do one video a week. But I have a few short videos to do, so every now and again I will be doing an extra video a week, but that's only sometimes, and it's usually when I have short videos that week. So I have one today, and then there will be another short video on Sunday. Okay, so let's get into it. Today I want to talk about when the narcissist stalks you. This is something that a few of my subscribers have experienced, but as I was asked specifically to address it by one of my subscribers, thank you, Ali, I will be sharing my thoughts. Being stalked by someone can be very intimidating, but this is something that narcissists will do. Narcissists like to keep tabs on their victims, and some go as far as stalking their victims, not just online, but in person as well. Like turning up constantly in the same places where they are, turning up at their house uninvited, joining the same groups that they are a part of. Some narcissists are better at it than others, meaning that they can be doing it and you don't even know, while others are a bit more sloppy. But sometimes it can even be intentional, that they do want you to know that they are doing it. The stalking can be mild and short-lived, but in other cases, it can be more aggressive and repetitive. A lot of it can be ignored when it's just the narcissist snooping around to keep tabs on you, to see if you've moved on, or just to see what you are up to. This type is usually sporadic with no ill intent, really, but then there are times when you should be concerned. So I just want to quickly address some of the other reasons why they may stalk you and what you should do in those instances to protect yourself. But first, what does it mean to stalk someone? The act of stalking is an unwanted surveillance or even obsessive attention from an individual or group. It's being pursued stealthily, unwantedly. That, I think, is harassment for the simple fact that it is unwanted. But anyways, the narcissist will do this after being rejected by someone. It may have been for a romantic relationship or friendship, and the narcissist was turned down. The stalking can simply be out of curiosity, of knowing or understanding why they were turned down. So they will stalk you to see who you spend time with, what sort of stuff you do. And all this can be done to improve the attempt the next time they approach you, or to try to get to you by using someone else close to you. So if they know who is in your circle, then they can try and use that person in order to gain access to you. Things can become a bit darker, where the narcissist may be doing it for other sinister reasons. The narcissist can be angry and hurt after a discard or rejection and wants you to be punished. So they stalk you to see if they can get some dirt on you to get back at you for turning them down, or they are trying to intimidate you to make you afraid. Some narcissists handle rejection really bad. It seems to drive them crazy, and they think by stalking you that you will give in to them. It seems like they've thrown all reasoning out.
And it's easy to get a quote at libertymutual.com, so you only pay for what you need. Isn't that right, Limu?
Really understand that, when we say no contact is not just to, you're not trying to get back at the narcissist.
Use you. So they're going to test the narcissist persona, the false self, the fake identity that they have built up for themselves. You might believe they're not afraid of anything. They're untouchable, right? Wrong. You are definitely wrong. Actually, these people are very fearful, even more than you or I. It is this fake persona that is built up to protect them from the one thing they're afraid of most. So what is that?
Abandonment.
Fears abandonment.
Abandon. Isn't that wild? Abandon. Let's talk about that for a minute, because I only got a minute left before my laptop's going to die. Let's talk about that word, abandonment. So you were abandoned when you was molested. Apparently nobody believed you. Nobody came to help you. Nobody cared. You were abandoned when they took you to school and you first saw your white person. That was abandonment. You were bullied. Nobody came to help you. You was 2'4". You were bullied. You was abandoned. You were abandoned when your mama decided to go ahead and say no and have other children. It's normal to have other children. You were abandoned when you found out that those other 2 children were going to be full-size females. They wasn't going to be 2 feet tall. You were abandoned when I guess you had the gang meet you up there at the park and nobody showed up. That's why you had to pull the knife. So you had to pull the knife by yourself. You were abandoned. You were abandoned when you showed up at that hospital, 14, 15, 16 years old with a big ass motherfucking belly. Where was your mama? Where was your daddy? Who signed for you to have that baby? Who signed for you to have that unwanted baby, bitch? Who signed for you to have that puppy mutt? Oh, you was married. I's married now. I's married. So you was married at 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. You was motherfucking married. Okay. So you showed up with your goddamn big ass unwanted puppy mutt ass fucking belly at the hospital. So were you with your dead crusty daddy? I don't know, because he was dead. I don't know. From the looks of that picture, he was dead in the 80s. That photo looks like an 80s picture. with his dead motherfucking crusty eyeballs closed. Is that a dead man's picture? I'll say it again, bitch. Was that a dead man's crusty ass motherfucking picture, ho? I don't know. I just found it. You getting lit up over a motherfucking picture I just found, and you've been ragging on me for 2.5 years with my daddy? Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get out of here with that low-life shit. You were abandoned at the hospital when you blew out that first puppy mutt. You were abandoned at the hospital when you blew out that first puppy mutt. You were abandoned when you brought that puppy mutt. Where'd you take the puppy mutt? Because you didn't take it to your mama, because you didn't want to hear, I told you. I told you, 2'11" dumbass bitch, not to go. You didn't want to hear that. So you threw your children under the bus. You have no sympathy and no empathy for your own motherfucking children. You did not put those kids first. That's why your life is fucked. Your life is fucked. You were abandoned. But you want to say I was abandoned? You're making up shit, bitch. There's 4 of us. I have 3 siblings, bitch. What are you talking about? I was left all alone with my mother and a white man came and saved us. Keep making up fucking lies. No one believes you, you stupid, ignorant ass motherfucking bitch. I didn't come to YouTube to tell my life fucking story. I have 3 motherfucking siblings, you stupid bitch. So how did the white man just find me and my 3 other siblings? If you're going to give a narrative, do it right. All this stuff that I'm talking about, you have been brought to YouTube. You have been brought to YouTube. You have been beat, drugged, kicked, stomped, spit on, thrown in the trash, thrown in the garbage bag, the bottom of the motherfucking barrel. Bitch. But you want to put me in a category with you and the rest of your flying monkeys? I can't get in that category. I can't be put in that category. You were abandoned. You the one that was abandoned. I was never abandoned. Never. In my whole entire life. Never. Get a different story. You are a liar. I was abandoned. You don't know shit about me. When you was talking to me on the phone, you didn't want to know anything about me. You just wanted me to know your sad story. You wanted me to know your sad story. That's why you have to make shit up. I never talked to you on the phone about my personal life. You don't know how many people are in my family. You don't know shit about me. You said I was over there fucking and sucking my neighbors. You let your flying monkeys gaslight you and give you the wrong information. You let those motherfucking flying monkeys tell you that my daughter is sitting over there in California. You stupid ass motherfucking bitch. You let your flying monkeys gaslight you with the wrong information. You're a loser. You're a loser and a liar and a scammer. And you're dirty and you're nasty. And you're getting your karma all up and down the YouTube streets. Look who you choosing to be your right hand. You dirty bitch. Keep looking, Hoa. Keep looking.